And 1 Charlie 7 November, Roger, thank you.
Tu entends des voix qui guident, et puis tu te laisses tomber dans le vide. Pourquoi fermer les yeux? Dans le noir, on voit encore mieux. Sur toutes les fréquences, les messages se croisent et appellent. Est-ce que tu me reçois? Est-ce que tu entends une voix qui danse et meurt? Et toi, qu'est-ce que tu dis? Je comprends rien quand tu cries. À partir d'aujourd'hui, les secrets, l'énergie, l'oubli. Y a un signe qui brûle ta peau, et le reste du monde t'en a plein le dos. Pas besoin d'un dessin, répond au signal du destin. Sur toutes les fréquences, les messages se croisent et appellent. Est-ce que tu me reçois? Est-ce que tu entends une voix qui danse? Sur toutes les fréquences, les messages se croisent et appellent. Est-ce que tu me reçois? Est-ce que tu entends une voix qui danse et meurt? Sur toutes les fréquences, les messages se croisent et appellent. Est-ce que tu me reçois? Est-ce que tu entends une voix qui danse? Sur toutes les fréquences, les messages se croisent et appellent. Est-ce que tu me reçois? Est-ce que tu entends une voix qui danse et meurt?
Let's see it. Got it. Southwest 7 November, Roger, thank you.
Et toi, tu penses à quoi quand tu me regardes comme ça? Tu crois n'importe quoi. Pour le reste, chacun pour soi. Tu entends des voix qui guident et puis tu te laisses tomber dans le vide. Pourquoi fermer les yeux? Dans le noir, on voit encore mieux. Sur toutes les fréquences.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another evening of racing. My name is Juan Antonio Jimenez, and here we are ready for some Silverstone action. And today, we're not only streaming in Twitch, we're actually debuting. So, jeez, I just confused myself to start things off. We're not only starting on YouTube, we're debuting our Twitch channel. There we go. Thank you very much. I screwed it up. Man, see, when you prepare things, they go the worst. You need to improvise. But we got our Twitch channel operative. We got it live as well. We're live on both platforms. And of course, as every Sunday, I have the pleasure of having here in all of your ears, Mr. Jeremy Arrobas, the proud owner of the eSeniors. Welcome, Jeremy. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Juan. A pleasure to be part of your stream. The one and only Juan Jimenez Antonio. And you know what?
I love it, man.
I mean, I know it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to see again very close action at the top and all over the field. The same we had last week, so looking forward to this race.
Most definitely. We had a lot of fun last week on Watkins Glen. Today, we're going to have the same here at Silverstone. Amazing track. Everybody knows it at the moment. We have 19 gentlemen on the grid. We're going to proceed to move to qualifying in just about 5 minutes time. But before that, we're going to go and take a look at the standings, Jeremy, because Jonathan Wood is leading the pack with 162 points. Behind him, we have Jeffrey Van der Voort with 157. Lombardini, who is out of the championship. He told us he couldn't continue. He's dealing with some health issues, so we send him lots of love to Fabio Lombardini. He was incredible, and we cannot wait to see him back on track, but unfortunately he is out for the remainder of the season. He holds P3 with 143 points. Then we have Kenny Fleinstedt and Van Brabant Carlo with 134 and 128 points respectively. Jeremy, a lovely top 5 of the championship. It's a big shame we don't have Lombardini there, but
yeah, it's too bad. But you know what? Between these 5 gentlemen, since the season is still pretty young, anything can happen. So, looking forward to see who's gonna take the lead after this race.
Yeah, most definitely. You can see how tight it is between Wood and Van der Voort, and we know anything can happen. One mistake can get you right down at the bottom. So this could be a big factor, especially for Fleinstedt and Van Brabant, who I'm sure are looking forward to get closer to the top of the standings. We're going to move, as I said, with qualifying in just a few short moments. But Jeremy, Silverstone, a temple of racing, especially, well, I think the most well-known track in the United Kingdom. What can you tell us about the track?
Well, it's a beautiful track. It's like you said, it's a legendary track. I mean, It's a fast-flowing track. It's a lot of fun, and you always have to be on the edge at every part of this track. So it's gonna give way to great racing. I'm sure of that. Actually, yesterday, um, I um, I made one of the rare mistakes, but hey, I'm just
It
human, I guess.
happens.
But I hit a car in front of me. I was way too close and misjudged my braking. So let's hope that doesn't happen today. I trust these guys to know what they're doing, but we have so many close times that anything can happen. Let's see.
Yeah, you know, as you said, we're all human. We all make mistakes. If not, we would be robots. We will be artificial intelligence. But hey, you are one of the nicest gentlemen out there on track, and I think you're a prime example of how to drive cleanly. So, you know, stuff
Thank
happens.
you very
You
much.
deal with it. You talk with the person you had the incident with. Gentleman rule, let him by, and keep going. Of course, Mr. Robas, let's check a little bit with the chat. I see some people on Twitch. I see Chris Hjort, as well as Adam Rios. Fantastic to see you
Nice,
here.
very nice.
Mark Steffens on YouTube. Man, I love this dual stream. I think it's a great idea. And hey,
Hello, gentlemen. Yes, and thank you to Christopher for setting everything up. Great job.
yeah, most definitely. Thank you, Chriser, for setting the platform to have a multi-stream. If you want to support our Twitch channel, you can go right into it, twitch.tv/eSeniors Championship. There's a thing with Twitch that if we manage to get onto 50 followers as well as an average viewing count of 3 viewers, we are going to be able to become affiliate. We're going to be able to add special alerts for followers, for subscriptions. We can have special events as well. And of course, every subscription, every single bit of money donated to the organization is going to help us grow massively one way or the other. We really want to thank you all for the support. And Mr. Rojas, I think it's time to go with qualifying, isn't it?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Hold on a second.
He's going forward, ladies and gentlemen. He's ready to rock and roll. And
This
indeed,
is it.
we are. This is it. How do you call it, Jeremy?
Showtime.
Showtime, indeed. And here we are with all of the cars ready to start this qualifying session. And, well, there you have. Right now, the championship leader, Jonathan Wood. Let's see how he handles the pressure. Of course, he's a Brit himself, sort of. He loves the Brits in Formula One, that's all I'm going to say. But, you know, Wood, last season, he did incredible here at Silverstone. What can we expect from him on this race, Jeremy?
You know what? He's always someone. He's always a threat on the track. Let's see how the BMW handles the circuit. I believe it's gonna be the usual suspects today in the race. Jonathan, Jeffrey, Derek Bird, John Saunders. I think we Carlo Van Brabant as well. Let's not forget him. So I think it's going to be a close race, and I think we're going to see lots of close battles, which is what makes this championship very exciting.
Well, I cannot say anything else. You just hit it right in the nail. And I must say, right now, we got 7 viewers on YouTube, 2 on Twitch. Nice to see everybody hopping in. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, share the links with your friends, your relative, whoever you want to join, because we're about to rock and roll. We're about to start a flying lap, and we're going to give the leader of the championship momentarily, Mr. Jonathan Wood, that attempt. We are going to go right with a track guide. Jeremy, are you ready?
I am ready.
Well, let's go for it here. Jonathan Wood goes through the old pit straight, and the lap begins. First corner, Cops, very dangerous corner, I can assure you so. And of course, we go right into the classic, the epic Maggots, then Beckett's just in front of us, and then Chapel. Lovely lines from Wood, keeping it very tidy. We head now into the hangar straight, approximately 700 meters long. Mr. Wood going now for the beginning of the second sector as we go through Stowe. Very long right-hander, very late apex. You can go wide on this exit down the hill forward into Vale in Club. Lovely corner there on Vale Club right there. The Hamilton Straight, of course, renamed by the Formula 1 driver. Here we go now into a very tricky corner. You gotta use that bit of curb to then slide and smash the car through the corner. Here we go now onto Farm Village. There we go. Fantastic. And now the loop as we head into the Wellington Straight, the last straight before the finish line. What's up, Mr. Christer? Hope you're enjoying the Formula 1. Here we go now into Brooklands. I think the toughest corner in the track. Super late apex, super hard to nail. But for now, Jonathan Wood is doing a great job at it. Here we go now. Last corner per se. It will be Lewfield, the hairpin, and of course, the old pit straight to finish the lap. Jonathan Wood is going to put the first time on the board. 59.530. Birch Ponab is going to claim the lead momentarily. Great lap from Wood, but Ponab gets it.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to Mark Stevens. Unfortunately, he informed me earlier that he couldn't race today. He injured himself. I think cycling yesterday. So he's watching the stream. Hello, Mark, and hello, Christer. He's watching F1 and eSeniors at the same time, and he's screaming "Vamos!"
Vamos!
I think he's watching a Spanish soccer game too.
Oh, really? Triple duty? I love it. Well, there you see Mr. Arrobas, John Saunders, going for a hell of a lap so far. Can he get into the lead? We're just a few seconds away from getting to know how this is going to go. John Saunders, my lord, absolutely smashes the standings. Wow, 55, eh?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And actually, I think a couple of drivers yesterday, Group 2, were in the 158 5s as well. So there you go. I mean, some G2 drivers are definitely aiming at becoming G1 next season.
Well, I cannot wait to see that happen. Welcome, Ollie, to the broadcast at the moment.
Crazy Aussie.
Oh, crazy? I think that's an understatement. We'll leave it there. But it's lovely. It's lovely to see Ollie here, of course. Here we go now on board with Jeffrey van der Voort, the American, now about to finish the lap, doing a hell of a job so far. And let me tell you, he might be the one to get damn close, if not to take the lead. He's a whole second down on the 59.7. He's going to go through the finish line, and he's going to set himself into P2.
P2.
And let me tell you something. Mr. Roas, before you continue, I'm looking forward to this man, to Billy Stewart.
Yeah, he was in the 158 yesterday, so let's see if he can duplicate his time of last week.
What can you tell me about Billy? Tell me a little bit about him, because, you know, we've all known him for a while, but he's stepping up to the next level this last couple of seasons. What a hell of a job.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. So let's see. He just qualified P5. Aquí se habla español.
Oh, hablo español. Disculpa, disculpa. I was checking some data, and unfortunately, Stewart just spun around, but P5 it is. I must say, Mr. Rojas, right now the grid looking very tired amongst P5 through P13, approximately 2 seconds between P1 and P13.
I know.
And then it goes down. But we saw what happened last season. My God, we had absolute pandemonium. It was, I think, I don't want to be harsh, but I think it was one of the toughest races we've had to commentate, because I think we saw about 80 incidents, and insanely
Right.
big of incidents.
That's right.
So yeah.
I know. Yeah, by
I'm
the way,
scared.
I see Robert is on the grid, and he accused me yesterday of making gestures out of my car at him at the start, and as a result, he took his VR helmet off to try to respond to me, and wasn't able to take the start. I'm just kidding.
God. Oh, that's not good. Well, let me tell you, we're getting into those 58 lows. We talked about yesterday in the chat with Mr. Hjort, who did an amazing job, as well as Jonathan Wood on the commentary booth. And, alien times are 57. Insane times, and let me tell you, we're getting damn close to them. John Saunders is an absolute rocket ship. And
Yes,
can he get on the 57s for now? 58-1-2-0. He's starting to settle at the top of the board. Carlo Brambant might be able to get a little closer to Van der Voort. And there you see 3 thousandths of a second ahead of Van der Voort. Wow.
Wow. The P2 and P3 by 3/10 of a second is absolutely insane. Rogério Santos is doing real well with the McLaren as well. Murchie P5, Billy P6 right now, a second behind. So let's see.
I must say,
Jonathan now is P8. But it's so tight. Do you see how close that top 10 is? It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and it's getting closer and closer, but the top 3, it's just, there's a step between these drivers. Hi, move over to Twitch. Nice work, admin. Thank you very much, Stephens, for coming by. Lovely to see you here on Twitch and YouTube. Double duty. I love it. Nothing to tell. He's fast. Ollie boy. I wish you were here on track with us, huh? I want to see a little bit of that Aussie blood, huh? My God. Ollie Leonard, ladies and gentlemen. And if you talk about crazy people... Sorry?
By the way, Ollie is driving these days with 3 torn tendons in the shoulder.
Insane,
and he's in pain, but he's still racing. So that tells us how crazy he is.
Yeah, you know how we call that, right? Big cojones. Remember that word?
That's right.
Remember the Big Cojones award? Well, you talk about a crazy guy. We got a crazy Aussie, but you damn right we got a crazy American. Who is that, Mr. Rojas? Let me know.
Yeah, so Jonathan just lost the car. I don't remember which turn he was in, but he was pushing hard and lost the car. So he's trying different, maybe little tweaks in his setup here in quali. Let's see how that translates in a few minutes.
We'll see. 3:38 on the clock, approximately 2 attempts. And well, we talked about crazy Aussies. You got to talk about crazy Americans. Robert Obando. I still feel a little hurt that he's not on the 420 car. It saddens me. Makes me very sad to not see that. But we'll leave him here. Let's see how he does. Let's go now with Tony Whitten. Painted Dog Team. And, of course, we got to thank our amazing, incredible sponsors that make these streams happen. And those are Syndeo and Sim3D. So big shout out to those big boys over at Syndeo and Sim3D. Thank you very much for all of the support. And let me tell you, we got some really good things coming for the next year, right, Jeremy?
Oh yes, yes, definitely. We had the admin board now is five people: Krista Yort, Don Quinn, Jonathan Wood, Mike Mileski, and myself. And we had our first meeting yesterday, and lots of great things happened through that meeting. And we are preparing a hell of a championship number 6 starting in 2023. So get ready, gentlemen. Lots of action coming your way.
This is just the beginning, that is for sure. The rebirth of the eSeniors. And of course, I'd like to ask you all, is the stream quality good? Is the audio okay? Because, you know, we're doing multi-stream for the first time. So please let us know if everything is working all right. We're going to go with Merch Ponov. He held P1 momentarily for about the first, 2 or 3 minutes of this qualifying session. Now he holds himself down into P6, starting to get faster, better on Twitch. Well, let me tell you that is down to the encoding of Twitch that works better. The quality is usually better on Twitch than YouTube. I don't know why, but yes, the encoder is better there. You see Mr. Ponov now going through Vale and now heading into Club. He's 8 tenths down, so he is a force to be reckoned with. He might get into the top 3. And I must say, John Saunders is getting damn close to those 57s. Jeremy, 1 minute remaining. Last attempts for everybody.
Absolutely. What I think is Jonathan is settling for P9. He's a second down, so he probably will maximize in the race. Let's not forget, I mean, the pace of quali probably won't reflect in the race. Let's see what this gentleman will do during the race. But once again, as last week, John Saunders, Carlo, Jeffrey, Tony Whitten actually is doing amazingly well today. Billy Stewart, P5. Look at this, the top 6 within the same second. So yeah, we're in for a very intense race today.
Well, there you saw the man I was talking about. Merch Ponov goes into P4, not going to go for another attempt. And I was focusing on Derek Bird. We haven't talked a lot about him, but man, I'm a Derek Bird fan. I love his style of driving. He's so calm, so collected, so smart, and so economical in his driving. You know, it's excellent to see him on track. Much better video is always terrible on streams on YouTube. I agree. Twitch is a better platform. That's why we have tried, and we are gonna go along with a multi-stream so you can both join and have fun in whichever stream you'd like to join. At the moment, we have 5 people on Twitch. We got 10 on YouTube. Lovely numbers. Thank you very much to every single one of you. And Mr. Arrobas, this looks like it's wrapped up. It looks like John Saunders has the pole.
100%, very close, Carlo van Brabant. So let's see this first lap. Who will set the pace? Once again, this is a very fast track. So either you attack right away or you be patient. I think patience pays off. Yesterday, I learned the hard way that not being patient can be costly. So I think these guys have a lot of experience, a lot of speed, but I think that with speed also comes danger. So let's see how they handle this.
Such a fine line between getting a tenth faster or going into the wall or causing an incident. It's that side, and that's why races like this are so high risk, because everybody is at the absolute best. Ladies and gentlemen, the qualifying session is over. We're going to move with my face for a little bit. Wow, P6, what do I do now?
Billy. Race, Billy.
You race. You did a hell of a qualifying session, mate. I was talking about it, man. Yeah, you are insanely good. Well, Jeremy, we're here back with the standings with my face. We're about to move into the race session, and I must say we have a very fun one in our hands. That is for sure, Jeremy.
100%. Let's see what happens. Looking forward to this race.
And let me tell you, I'm so happy that everything is working so well with the multi-stream. Everybody is enjoying it. It's lovely.
Yeah, this is the world premiere for the eSeniors.
On Twitch, yeah, indeed. It's the first time.
Absolutely.
Well, can we say we're losing virginity? Can we say that?
We can.
Jeremy, we can?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can.
Yes.
We got the approval of Mr. Robas. Well, I must say, we're going to have an amazing race in our hands. As I said, please share the link with everybody, with your friends, your family. By the way, thank you so much to every single one of you who's following the eSeniors channel, both on YouTube and Twitch. The grid is ready to rock and roll. Let me see, how many followers are we already? We're 4 followers on Twitch, so slowly but surely building up. Thank you very much to every single one of you. And of course, Jeremy Arrobas, you know what I like to do before we go on the green lights?
What do you want to do?
What do I usually do, Jeremy?
Before you go where? You do the grid walk.
Yes, indeed, Jeremy. Well, let's go right on to it with the man who has taken pole position. That is none other than John Saunders. Side by side with him is Carlo Van Brabant. Then behind him on the second line is Jeffrey Van der Voort and Merch Ponov. On the third line is going to be Whitten and Stewart. For the fourth one is going to be Fleinstedt and Rogerio Santos. And then to finish off the top 10 is Derek Bird and Johnny Wood, who hasn't qualified too well. Behind him, Peter LaFrance, Mr. Hutchin for the sixth line. Behind him, Novaes and Ovando. Then we got Buckley, Stadis, Torrance, Castonguay, and Mr. Spectator himself. You gotta love the Pink Floyd. Now he has disappeared. I wanted to take a look at that lovely livery, but he didn't let me. Jeremy Arroa. So ladies and gentlemen, 18 cars ready to rock and roll. They are rolling indeed. We're gonna take a quick look at, as you can see, Silverstone with very bad textures. Thank you very much, Kuno Simulazione, for that. But we are going to go live with John Saunders leading the pack. The red lights are going to turn green in just about 3 seconds. 2, 1, and it's off. Time to go. They are off indeed. A great start from Carlo Van Brabant. Side by side through Kops. It looks like Saunders has it covered. Unfortunately for Van der Voort, gets a very bad exit. And now it's Merch Pawn up on the attack. There you see everybody trading positions. As you can see, Jonathan with an amazing start up into P7. Look at that damn rocket of Mr. Rogerio Santos going into P8. The fight stays on. Lovely to see. No incidents whatsoever. A bad exit there from John Saunders. And it looks like Carlo Van Brabant might have something to say.
So close. They are so close at the front. Look at what's happening.
It's as tight as it can get. Lovely line from everybody. There you see somebody going out of the track. That is Van der Voort, unfortunately going a little too wide. My God, the whole pack is as close as it can get. Look at the dive. Look at the dive. Saunders, unfortunately, I think he did not expect that. Well, that is one hell of a dive.
Yeah, Carlo takes the lead now because unfortunately John and Jeffrey now are heavily penalized by this. Okay.
Oof. That was a hell of a dive. A little too risky. Van Brabant goes now into the lead. Ignore the overlay. It's going to take a little bit to update. Behind Van Brabant stays with Van der Voort, Whitten, Wood up into P4. Here we have Derek Bird and Peter LaFrance fighting for P8. Buckley out of the track. Let's see what has happened to Mr. Buckley. Here he goes now. What the hell?
What happened to him?
Very strange. That didn't look. That kind of looked like a mechanical failure. Really weird
Yeah,
indeed.
it
You see
does.
Jay
It
Dos
does.
Santos losing at all speed as well as Billy. Billy is going to try to bring it back. Jeremy, very exciting first lap. Very unfortunate to see
Incredible. Yeah.
Mr.
I had
Saunders out.
I had the feeling it was going to be very close because of the lap times we saw, but
Oof.
I didn't think they were going to be so aggressive right off, you know. But hey, ooh,
I
look
gotta
at
tell
this!
you,
It is
yeah,
Stewart, Rogerio,
he
Derek
doesn't want to
Byrne.
fight. He's scared. Poor Billy does not want to fight. As you can see, it was just opening wide. We have a yellow flag. What has happened to Malcolm Hutchin? Let's see, because he looks like he has smashed the wall to a curb. We've said it many times throughout the years. We've been hearing the eSeniors do that on that exact curve of maggots, and you are out. Very close fight here for P8, and look at how close it's getting. Billy trying to get through. He's going to have to slow it down. I think Obando's going to slide in. Oh my God, Obando nearly going for a move side by side. Billy's still trying to fight it. Very nice. Obando stays ahead. The gap starting to open. Saunders up into 13 right now.
Amazing performance from Robert. I mean, he was literally P17 or P18. It's P10, and Jonathan Wood stunning start. P4 from P10. What a performance!
Most definitely. Here we go back with Billy. Mr. Billy Stewart. I must say, he's doing one hell of a job. He tried to open wide, as you could see on Cops. He didn't want to fight. He just wanted everybody to go through. He doesn't want to be a factor on the championship, and that is very nice to see. But come on, Billy. You got it, baby. You got it, boy. You see Paulo Novaes going through, as well as John Saunders. Good move on Statis. Statis didn't fight it too much. Saunders up into P12 already. Of course, we haven't talked about this, Jeremy, but we have a mandatory pit stop. So that is going to make things very spicy, because we do not know who has loaded the car with a lot of fuel. We do not know who has gone for a quick splash and dash for the beginning and then go for a longer stint. We don't know any of that, but what we know, Jeremy, the track is at its best optimal state with 27 degrees. It's just heaven here at Silverstone.
Yes, 100%, and the pit stop window is very short, 15 minutes. So, and it comes right in the middle of the race. So, looking forward, we're going to see lots of action there as well.
Oh, look at that, Jeremy. I got one of my friends in here. Thank you very much, Starkist. It's a pleasure to have you here, my friend. It's really lovely to see you here with us. I really appreciate you. He calls me Tony, huh? Some people call me Tony. Some people call me Juan. Some people don't want to call me. I know someone who doesn't want to call me no more. I'm not going to say his name because I might get in trouble, but we'll leave it there. You know who I'm talking about, right, Jeremy?
Yes, I know.
Oh, baby, I'm talking about that damn Donald Trump. He doesn't want to talk to me. Well, Bird trying to find a move, trying to find a gap on Rogerio Santos. Hey, we haven't talked about Rogerio, eh? Flashing start, super fast, and he started to catch on flash tight.
Absolutely. And Jeffrey is getting closer to Carlo. Carlo still put the fastest lap time of the race. So we are far from knowing what's going to happen here.
I gotta say, Van der Moor now takes the fastest lap. These guys are running on 59 low. It's insane how fast these gentlemen are. And I haven't mentioned something, but I have to. Ladies and gentlemen, if you loved, because I'm sure you did, the song that played in the intro of this stream, all you have to do is check Jeremy Arrobas on YouTube, because he is the creator of that lovely song. I don't know how to pronounce it in French. Fréquences?
Sur toutes les fréquences, yeah, fréquences.
Jesus, I just absolutely butchered it. Thank you very much. That was horrible. What language was I speaking there? I do not know, Mr. Arrobas, but indeed it was a lovely song. And look at how close Van der Voort and Carlo Van Brabant are going. Can Van der Voort find the gap, Mr.?
Absolutely, he's right behind, and he looks like he's faster than Carlos. So let's see how he's going to play this.
There you see great lines from Abby. What the hell, Bailey? Go for it. Panda. No pandemonium just yet. Maybe a panda. But no pandemonium. Well, I guess you're by panda you're referring me because I'm fat. I don't like that, Mr. Ollie Littler. That is not a good call. Tell him something, Jeremy, please. That wasn't good. Look at that. A great line there from Derek Bird. Unfortunately, he's not going to get the better exit here. But he might have a shot. By the time we get into Brooklands, can Bird go on the inside?
Getting closer and closer. And here he goes. Here he goes. Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Rogerio played it very safe. That's a very smart way to do it.
Very indeed, you know, you will still have 42 minutes. No need to risk your position on track just by a single overtaking move, where you can even bring it back on track later or else on the pit stop. So, you know, no need to force it. We're gonna go now with Merch Ponov, one of the men who was involved in that incident at the beginning. Paulo Novaes says, "Yeah, go for it. I ain't gonna get in the way." And now it's Saunders and Ponov once again. And look at how close these two are getting. We saw the dive. We will see what the stewards think about that move. It was very tight. Saunders not expecting the dive. Ponov going for the gap very hard. I guess he has the phrase, the sentence printed on his head. You know what symptoms I'm talking about, Jeremy?
No,
if you no longer go for the gap, you're no longer a racing driver. You know that phrase?
That's right, yes, you're right.
Who said that? Who was the gentleman?
I don't know who said that, but one
Ayrton
thing I want to... Oh, Ayrton, the one and only. By the way,
I need to cut you off for a second. Jesus Christ. Oh, my Lord. The line there from Van der Voort. That is some big cojones right there. That was very hard on the curb. And then Van Brabant goes wide.
Here he goes, yes.
Van Brabant, I think he felt. I think he thought that the ball was going to go in.
Look who's very close behind those two.
There you have him. Who is it?
I'm starting to believe Jonathan was sandbagging during quali.
Wow. Okay, I didn't expect that from you. We got a yellow flag. Fleischstedt out of the track with massive damage on the front. Not looking good at all. Very slow, waiting for everybody to come through. Look at that. Let's go on board. Does he have suspension damage? Does he have steering damage? Most definitely steering damage. Jesus Christ. That wheel is turned about 120 degrees. He cannot turn. It's done.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Too bad. Well, he's in the top 5 of the championship, so this is going to cost a lot of points.
Yeah, most definitely. Very unfortunate because he was doing a hell of a job. We couldn't see, unfortunately, what happened. But unfortunately, for Fleischstedt, he's going to have to retire.
He left the server. So, so John Saunders is now in P10 and attacking real hard. So, and he came in contact with Merch. They touch, and it's not over.
There you see. Contact again!
That's amazing that Merch managed to stay on track with this.
Helicopter.
What a save that was.
I don't think Saunders thought the opponent was going to go for the move, but as I told you, if you're no longer going to go for a racing gap, you're no longer a racing driver. I'm switching. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Look at what Ollie Leonard just said about me, Jeremy. Not fat. Lamau. Cuddly. How in the blue hell you call me cuddly?
He's looking for trouble.
Oh, yes, he's looking for trouble. That Ollie Leonard. What does he have in the shoulder? 3?
He has 3 torn ligaments. I think you're gonna pull his arm off now.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna have 7 now by the time I get to him. I love you, Ollie. You know that. Let's go on board.
What a battle among the top 3 there. They are
Yeah.
really half a second from each other. Carlo hasn't said his last word. So let's see what happens. And Jonathan is the big surprise. Starting for P10, I never thought he would be fighting for a podium position. But there he is.
Well, let me tell you, and we have 8 and 6 viewers on YouTube and Twitch respectively.
Nice. And that's competing with the F1 field.
Most definitely. Hey, can I say the F word for once? Do you have the permission?
Yes, go ahead.
Fuck the Formula 1, guys. eSeniors #1, man. Fuck that Formula 1. Let me tell you, you called him a sandbagger. I can tell you he was playing with his balls on qualifying. Jonathan Wood is catching Van Brabant at a rapid pace. And let me tell you, he is going to be one of the big contenders for this race. That's for sure. Look at that big bonnet from the BMW. A lovely start of a race, and it's going to keep on giving. Look at that line. It's just fantastic to see how close, how much everybody has to risk on this track here at Silverstone. 36 minutes and 35 seconds remaining to go. Nobody has pitted yet. Unfortunately, I've had one retirement, and it comes. Saunders cutting the track. We're going to have to see that. I think Abby was a little too hard. Oh, he had to avoid a bando. Of course, he had to cut the track. Whew. Damn, that was close, Jeremy. Nearly heart attack.
That was very close. Yeah, so Saunders gained a position out of that. Robert is doing a terrific job today, really amazing. So hats off to him. We have to check him for substance control after the race. So he's doing way too well.
Maybe he injected a little bit of the booba. You know what I mean? Ah, la France. France having a little bit of a mistake, a little bit like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Peter is doing a great race in P7 and is now attacking Rogerio, so let's see what happens.
And again, I told you many times, he's a lone wolf. Derek Bird, what a race he's putting on as well. He's on his own world, just chilling, just relaxing, putting his own laps, but be careful, because Santos and La France are coming rapidly, and Bird's going to have to start watching his back very, very soon if he doesn't want to get in trouble. You see the gap around 1.5 to 1.8 seconds between P5 and P6. We're going to move with Pornov now, dealing with Billy Stewart. Man, I understood he wanted to let everybody by, but seriously, he has some great pace, but unfortunately starting to slow down.
Yeah, we have that's it, the battle between Pornov and Billy Stewart. Billy's car seems to be a little loose in the back, or maybe that's the way he likes. But here we look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars back to back.
Oh, you look at that, Billy! Oh, Billy! Billy and Stewart! What the hell? That's not the line you want to take. That was a very good attempt by Billy. Unfortunately, he couldn't close the move. Again, Saunders closing the line a little more, but Saunders had the corner there. Unfortunately, Billy I think is at fault there. But Saunders
doesn't have much luck today, and the unfortunate thing is that Group 2 guys are not supposed to interfere, so they should not be as aggressive racing with Group 1. Otherwise, the guys from Group 1 are going to start asking that they do not race along with them.
Yeah, that is such an unfortunate incident. And you saw Billy trying it every single time, but when we said race, he unfortunately made a little bit of a mistake. It's not good to see, but hey, things happen. Poor John Saunders, huh?
Yeah, I
If he
think
hasn't
John
had
is
the
gonna
best of
pull up.
races, John Saunders again out of the track.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
gonna.
he's
He's
done.
gonna. Yeah, he's in pits. I think he must be upset. I would be upset as well. It's unfortunate what happened to him.
Yeah, he's in the pit lane and he has disconnected. Oh
Yeah, he
man.
has disconnected. Yeah, he's. I'm sure he's not happy about what happened. I cannot blame him.
I gotta say, I think he's the unluckiest man I've ever met in my life when it comes to racing. Every time we've seen John Saunders lead, I've only seen him twice getting the race victory. He has always gotten himself in trouble when he hasn't been at fault, and it sucks to
Yeah,
see
it's
the
true.
unluckiness of
It's
that
true.
poor man.
It's true. It's true. He's always been involved, unfortunately, in incidents, and yeah, I wish he didn't quit. I wish he stayed and still fought for the rest of the championship because he lost valuable points.
Most definitely, and this is helping Van der Voort as well as Johnny Wood and Van
Yeah.
Brabant, because he's in the middle of the sandwich.
So now Jeffrey has a 2.5 second gap with Carlo, and Jonathan is attacking. Carlo is just a small second behind. Tony Whitten, amazing race once again, P4. Derek Bird in P5. Rogerio Santos P6. Peter Lafrance, and that's it. We are. Rogerio and Peter are in the pits for their pit stop. Ponov,
Oh, everybody coming in, eh?
yeah, they're all coming in. They're all coming in, which is early. The window just opened, so hey, they're going in very fast. So let's see if it pays off.
Well, I like this strategy. I can tell you that. At the moment, we have 5 gentlemen on the pit lane. We're not going to count you because, of course, you're spectating this race. But there you see Johnny Wood holding P3 for dear life. Tony Whitten just behind. Incredible pace from this man who's really showing us what he's all about, the South African. What a hell of a race he's putting on. We still have 30 minutes and 45 seconds to go. And the standings look just like this. Before we do that, Castonguay going out of the track. I think it was Beckett's. Indeed it was. And unfortunately, the grass and the concrete, Castonguay is going to lose a lot of time there, about 5 to 6 seconds. And well, it stands with Van der Voort provisionally leading from Carlo Van Brabant, Jonathan Wood, Tony Whitten, Derek Bird, Robert Obando, Polo Novaes, Stephen Buckley, Kevin Torrance, Arthur Castonguay. And just as I talk about Torrance, unfortunately, going out the track, we continue with the grid down below with Rogerio Santos, Peter LaFrance, Merch Ponov, Malcolm Hutchin. There you see the mistake there from Torrance. Unfortunately, losing the car a little bit too much oversteer. And then we have Hutchin, as I said, Dimitri Statis. Dimitri Statis. Just as I talk about him, he has another incident, or as at least I saw a yellow flag. We slowed down massively. What happened there? And then we have Billy Stewart, and that is our full grid for the moment being 5 cars who have already pitted. We're waiting for the remainder of them, which is 11.
And the reason why I'm in the pits since the beginning of the race is that I'm trying to beat the record for the longest pit stop in history.
You're doing a hell of a job on it, baby. Hell
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. The only problem is you cannot win a race like that, but it's okay.
Who knows?
At least you
Hey.
get in the books for winning something.
Hey, you never know. You never know. We need to thank 9 viewers on YouTube, 5 on Twitch. Thank you so much to every single one of you.
Very nice.
Van der
Thank you.
Voort is now coming out of the pit lane. Johnny Wood, as you can see, in the pit lane as well. And that hasn't worked out too well.
Jonathan got a stop and go. Jonathan gets a stop and go. That's insane. Okay, so I mean, that's surprising. See, that's surprising. And you know why? It's because he's the first one on the grid. So he thought he was out of the pits when he wasn't. Yeah, that's going to cost him. That's going to cost him.
Well, that's race over. That is race over for him. Nothing he can
Well,
do
yeah,
now.
with a stop and go, you're right. He's definitely out of a podium there. So,
Yeah.
see, that's the reason why John should have stayed on. He would have had a chance to score major points. It's never a good idea to quit. I know that it probably is an emotional reaction, but the idea is to stay, keep your head cool, and keep on racing, whatever the outcome is.
Yeah, what can I say? That is it. In the moment, in the midst of it all, you might feel a little angry. Well, in this case, very angry, and I don't blame him at all. But, because of things like this, you can still have hope. You can still believe
Well,
that things can go your way. And Wood right now, keep in mind, it's a stop and go penalty of 30 seconds, plus coming into the pit lane and out. This is
exactly.
going to
That's
become
a
a
long
1 minute
time.
penalty.
100%. That's pretty severe. You must be very upset.
And can I tell you
But hey,
something?
yes, go.
Robert Abandon P5. Yes, he hasn't pitted.
Incredible,
Robert Abandon
incredible.
P5.
I know, I know, I know.
Oh no, I
He's
commented the
doing.
cursor. Let's move on.
he's
Let's
doing.
move
He's
on.
doing really good. And right now, Carlo P1, Tony Whitten, amazing race P2, Derek Bird P3, Paolo Nove P4, and Robert Obando P5. But none of these top five has pitted yet. So let's see what happens. Jonathan is serving his stop and go now.
Well, that's a race killer. I gotta say, you know something we say here in Spain?
What do you say?
But we say in Spain, la avaricia rompe el saco. Jeremy, you know what that means?
No.
The lust
But
breaks
ah,
everything you got in front of you, and
yeah.
pushing that hard unfortunately didn't pay out. It's a very high risk thing to take, and unfortunately didn't work out for Wood. As I told you, it's a whole minute on the pit lane. He's now down to P14. Gaston Rey might be able to overtake him as well. I don't think Billy, Mr. Stewart, is going to be able to cross through Wood, but yeah, not good at all. You see Witten coming into the pit lane, and Johnny Wood coming out. Nearly a full lap. That
So I'm
is
really
not good.
I'm really surprised to see that everyone opted. A lot of drivers opted for an early pit stop. That's very interesting. I'm looking forward to see how it pays off.
Yeah, let's see. Well, right now we only have Van Brabant, Bird, Novice, and Amando remaining to pit, as well as Billy Stewart. Oh, look who came in the chat. Isn't it my best friend, Frank
Mr.
Tennant,
Tennant.
Jamaica Tennant. What's up with you, baby boy? Look at this. Watch Woody get another stop and go. Oh, damn. You love Woody, don't you? He didn't. Fortunately for himself, he did not get himself another stop and go penalty. If that was the case, I don't think we would see Woody for too long on the track. Huh?
Yeah, the idea now. I'm curious to see. Jeffrey is P6. He pitted almost right away, so it's going to be interesting to see once Carlo, Derek, and Pitt where they will come out, and how far ahead would he be, or was it a bad strategy?
Yeah, let's see. Right now, all he has to do is focus on the space. It's not doing too bad at the moment. Let's see if it's
By
going to
the
pay
way,
out.
I wanted to say to Frank, great race yesterday, mate.
Yeah.
You finished ahead of me, and I tried to catch up, but maybe I needed a couple of more laps. But you held on good. You did real well. Congratulations.
I gotta say something as well. Huh? If you do not love Frank Tennant, do not talk to me. Huh? He's the nicest man out there. Man, he is the
Indeed.
best. The bomb. Van Brabant in the pit lane. Obando, Mr. 420.
There we
yeah.
go. Okay, so let's see how this plays now. And where is Jeffrey? Okay, he's coming. Yeah, Jeffrey is gonna build a massive lead. I
Yeah,
believe he will still be far ahead when they come out.
and let's be honest. I think Derek
Carlo is
Bird should
coming.
react. I think Derek Bird and Paulo
Yeah,
Novaes should react immediately to this and go in.
yeah, they should as well. And here, no, actually, yeah, okay, well, that's it. Carlo is back on track. Uh,
Van der Voort ahead. Van der
yeah,
Voort is ahead.
oh yeah,
So
he is.
it
His
didn't work out too
strategy,
well for
yeah.
Carlo, eh?
No, but you know what? Let's see what the gap is now with Carlo. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see how it develops. Let's see how this one is going to go. It's just 2 seconds and a half, so anything can happen. I must say, Derek Bird and Novaes should most definitely go in the pit lane and answer what the leader did. Hey, fellow Twitchers. Well, if we didn't won only once, we got it twice. Oh, baby. I love to see you here on Twitch as well, my good boy. Fantastic to see you here as always. You know, man, this is what I love about the eSeniors, you know. It's all a big family. Derek Bird coming in. Novice now going through Brooklands in Luffield. Will he go in? Do you think he's going to answer to
Yeah, I
Mr.
think
Van
he's
der
gonna
Brand?
go in. No, he's staying out. He's staying out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is good because he's running on the 2 dead high, 201 low. Let's see
Well,
if it's going to pay out. There
see,
you see.
there's a 2 second gap now between Jeffrey and Carlos. So let's see. Let's see. Derek is in the pits right now. So yeah, Billy's in the pits. Just came in the pits as well. So this is it. The only
Novice
one who
remaining.
hasn't pitted, and there's only 3 minutes left to
He
the
has to
pit
pit this
window.
lap.
So he has to pit this lap.
He has to. If not, I don't want to see a 130-second penalty to come out. Please, no. Please, Lord, do not do that. Come on, Paulo.
Nah,
We don't want to
he's
see
gonna come in
that.
for sure. He's gonna come in.
Oh, Derek Bird. Derek
Oh
Bird with a
no!
drive-through penalty. I think
No.
did he go off track on the pit exit?
I don't know how he got that.
How the hell did he get a
No,
drive-through penalty?
I don't know
Because
either.
you only get a stop and go penalty if you go a little too fast.
I agree.
What?
Oh, maybe he crossed the pit lane coming in, and he was too fast coming in.
Ah, no, but that's a stop and go penalty.
Is it?
Yeah, that's when you get the stop and go. Hutchin and Obando. Oh, smashing. Oh, Obando. Oh, my
Oh
Lord.
my
A
God!
little bit of
Okay.
ping pong, a little bit of table tennis. Woo. Track cutting, but that's the thing. He got the drive-through once he came out of the pit lane. So did he cut the
don't know.
track on the entry of the pit lane, and that's where the warning was given. Therefore, he got the drive-through once he exited it. I do not know. Novice has finally come in. Of course, if not, he would have been penalized. There you see Jeffrey Van der Voort is going to claim the lead. Van der Brand, sorry. Still on that 2-second gap, but Derek Bird's race is a little dead. Really bad, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's too bad. So Jonathan now is in P14. You know, that's a long way back. With 20 minutes left, I don't think he will make the top 10.
I don't think so either. Orlando and Hutchin again and again and again and again. What happened here? Oh my Lord! What the fuck? Even Jeremy's coughing. Jeremy, for the love of God,
What
can you hear us,
happened
big
there?
boy?
What happened there?
What the fuck? What the fuck was this? Gee! Woo! And there you see, of course.
That's really
What the hell? That
that's
looks
really
like a
too bad
big
because
malware malfunction, eh?
that's really too bad because it was doing. Oh my God, that's a rocket. What was that?
I do
What
not know.
the
I
hell
think.
was
Ay, ay, ay.
that?
Oh, Bando, Bando, Bando. Oh, Bando sliding. Oh, no. Don't do that. That's so unfortunate. Sliding on the pit entry. That region wasn't the best. But of course, he has to go back in the pit lane. I think he might have had some hardware malfunctioning because it doesn't make sense to go full throttle on that corner for sure. Let me tell you, Bando War is feeling the pressure of Van Brabant because look at this. There's 1.3 between them. And of course, Frank, hey, I don't say it just to make you blush. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You are one of the nicest out there, man. Everybody in this chat is. Was that deliberate? No, hell no. No way in hell. No way in hell that was deliberate. I don't think so.
Certainly not. Hope not. No.
Yeah, the biggest incident we saw that was deliberate was 2 seasons ago, if you remember. It was specifically Frank Tatum was taken out by Ivan Shaya. I remember that a long while ago. Time has gone through. Everybody has learned their lessons, so it's good to see that the waters are cooled down again. But I don't think that I wouldn't
Well,
understand.
you recall that, but I recall another incident, and it was on Jonathan Wood, where someone torpedoed him. I'm not going to mention the name, but it was very similar to what just happened.
Oh, I am.
Someone
I am.
cut across the field and just hit him. It was like a
British man?
torpedo.
British man?
What was it? I'm not sure who it was. I don't want to mention the name in case I'm wrong, but I will never forget that incident.
Well, I really don't know. Oh, yes, it was. Well, I don't think it would be deliberate because it wouldn't make sense for Hutchin to take himself out that way. And I know Hutchin
Well,
is
yeah,
very calm.
Hutchin,
So
yeah, he quit, so he probably had issues with hardware. But now we have a new situation here. Carlo is right over Jeffrey Van der Voort, so we have a fight at the top here between Jeffrey and Carlo.
okay, I'm getting some information. Let's see if I can confirm it to you in just a few moments' time. There you see Van der Voort and Van Brabant fighting for the lead. 15 minutes remaining, Jeremy. Very exciting race here at Silverstone. 26 degrees. Fantastic temperatures for a lovely evening here at the British Temple that is Silverstone. Another lap on lap 17. They had clash a few laps ago. Indeed, we saw that. We saw what happened, but I wouldn't understand if that was deliberate.
I'm just gonna say something. Any deliberate act of this kind results in a suspension. It will be reviewed by the stewards. So let's wait until they decide what to do. But this is the kind of behavior we do not tolerate and will never be tolerated on track.
That is for sure. If that was deliberate, I don't want to see that man driving anymore. But that looked like hardware because he wasn't even turning. He went completely straight. I don't know. We'll see. I know that I'm about to get some information on the table. I know Hutchin's not like that. I'm sure we're going to get the information. As I said,
Yeah,
Obando and Billy fighting. Sorry, Jeremy?
No, I'm saying let's not jump to any conclusion. Let's the steward do their jobs, and we will find out what happened. Maybe Malcolm has an explanation for what happened as well. So let's wait.
Well, I can tell you, I was shocked. I didn't expect a rocket to go
No,
like
me
that.
neither. And it's always troublesome to see something like that because There's no reason for a car to go that fast, that straight. If you have a hardware failure, usually you don't turn into a rocket. It's like.
Well, I want to focus on something that we're seeing in
Okay,
these last couple of laps. Huh?
There is a
We got
message
it.
that just arrived from Malcolm. Great driving. Use my car as a
Oh
brake in lap
shit.
one. Effectively
Oh fuck.
fucking my race there, and then try to squeeze me off. Okay,
Oh fuck.
after turn one. Great job. Glad to see Group 2 not interfering with drive. I bid you all farewell. So there we go.
Jesus. Well,
There
now
we
we
go.
know the answer.
Yeah,
Oh
now we have the
shit.
answer. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I did
Very
not expect
unfortunate.
that, to be honest with you. Well, damn. Now, oh fuck, I can tell you now. We know it looked bad for a reason, and it was
So
intentional.
now we know. Now we know it was deliberate, and Malcolm actually quit. So sorry to hear that, Malcolm, but you are as well banned for misbehaving. This is not acceptable, whatever the reasons.
Yeah, I don't think you should react that way. I understand. There might be incidents on track. The stewards will deem, the incident either at fault. They will say who's at fault, but I don't think resolving an issue like that is the way to resolve the problem. So,
100%.
I condemn those kind of actions, and I'm sorry, but we do not want to see that here. That's something we've said many times. You might get hard on the track. There might be some hits here and there. You might be heated with one another, but you cannot lose respect.
Yeah,
Yes, you might get brake checked. Okay, you did. Wait, the stewards will take it. It doesn't matter group 1 or group 2. That's I don't think that's the way to go. I'm shocked because I know Malcolm and he has never reacted like this. So I'm in shock. That's why I've unfortunately said some bad words here on stream. Juan, you owe the swear jar heaps. Well, you owe me a lot of money for having to deal with you, Ollie. So pay up, Ollie, pay up. Nah, but
that's a good one.
joking aside, yeah, man, wow, that came out of nowhere. We saw the incident, like we did see that the hit between Obando and Hutchin, but yeah, man, I cannot believe that was deliberate. Damn. And let me tell you, Obando got lucky as hell, huh? Because that was a light tap. He didn't go hard on his car, as you could see on the replay we showed. Yeah, Stephen Buckley. What has happened to him? Quite slow. I think it was letting Derek Bird by. Maybe he saw what happened there. Castonge, unfortunately, nearly going out the track through Abbey. Johnny Wood down into P12, of course. That stop and go penalty.
Oh, very close there. What happened with Carlo?
Oh, we're going to take a replay.
Carlo.
Let's see.
That was so close, but Carlo avoided Jeffrey. That was
not as
an
fast.
insane maneuver.
Not as fast as Malcolm, but that was close. Damn, that was close indeed. It's very easy to overlook the human element, but we all are human and we all react in different ways. That's what I mean. I understand you can get mad, but the principles of racing here in the eSeniors is to have fun. If you're not having fun, instead of acting with hate or acting with malice, go in the pit lane, say you don't want to drive it anymore, and the stewards of course will take action in what happened. I don't think this is the way to resolve the issues. It's a shame to see Malcolm leave like this. I understand we're all human, but yeah, that's effed up. That's effed up.
I believe it goes down to emotional control, and some people have very strong reactions. You have to be able to control yourself After all, this is just a game. We're there to have fun. If it goes to your head to the point where you use your car to actually try to take someone out, that becomes a little going over the top here. Whatever the reasons are, yes, okay. I mean, I've been involved in incidents where I was really mad at the other
Oh, I
driver,
remember.
but I talk to myself, and lap after lap I calm down and concentrate and try to finish the race. And by the end of the race, okay, I cool off. And if I have something to say, I'm gonna do it in a personal, private message and get it out of my system. But not on the track. Not on the track.
Yeah.
We have rules. And if you overstep those boundaries, you play with fire. As a result, Malcolm now has quit the group. So he sentenced himself, I guess.
Yeah, wow, that's, you know, I just cannot believe that happened. But we need to move on. The gaps have opened throughout the whole grid. The only fight we have is the most interesting one for the championship, because Van der Voort is still leading for Jesus, man, today is not the day of the names. After what happened, I don't know English, Jeremy. I only want to commentate in español, como vemos a Van der Voort.
Yeah, go ahead, go in español.
En español, ok, vamos en español. Vemos aquí a Van der Voort saliendo de Chapel. Vamos a la recta del hangar. And we're going to continue in English now, because if not, I'm going to get killed by the chat. Carlo Van Brabant, as you can see, still a second behind. Right now, these two gentlemen driving at the 59 mid, 59 low, sorry. They're really, really close. And I think this is going to be it. But if there's an incident between these two, we've seen how long the cars take to rejoin the track. Tony Whitten could have a chance. Tony Whitten winning a race, I'll take that any day, baby.
Yes, Ollie asked a good question. Yes, I did ask Group 2 not to interfere with Group 1. So technically, not to fight a Group 1 driver because it's their race, it's their championship. That said, we're going to have to make sure we are letting Group 2 race in Group 1 because there's not enough drivers to populate the grid, but we might have to reconsider if we cannot get order on the track. And unfortunately, that doesn't explain or excuse what took place today. But yes, Group 2 drivers must not interfere with Group 1 drivers.
Yeah, and yeah, you know, at the end, Obando was fighting. So yeah, we'll see what the stewards decide. Of course, I want to check a little bit on the Twitch chat. Great to see a Ferrari. Well, I was gonna say something, but I can't because it would be a little bit of a spoiler. I think this is the end of the different groups racing in the other championship races. We will see. Unfortunately, it wasn't a good example. Well, the rest of examples from Group 2 drivers, they've been stellar, because you've seen them move out of the way. But yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure
we will see what happens. The thing is, you know, what's happening right now is Jeffrey and Carlo, Tony Whitten, Rogério Santos, and I just saw an amazing move by Carlo. He's really not giving up with 5 minutes left in the race, fighting hard. But you know what? This championship now is taking a new turn with the points because of where is he, by the way? Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan is in P12. He was leading the championship, so now we're going to have a major shift in that championship. And yes, we might decide not to let Group 2 race even if there's not enough Group 1 drivers. But the race today, I believe, should stand unless the admin board decides otherwise and the stewards decide otherwise. We will see.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Christopher, for your great words. Really appreciate it. And well, just to get you up to speed, we've had a massive incident between a Group 2 driver and a Group 1 driver. One of them quitting the championship, unfortunately.
No,
You know.
I think he's just quitting the group. End of story. He said
No,
farewell
no.
to everyone. Yeah,
He
he's
quit.
quitting.
He quit the
Yeah,
championship.
he
Well,
quit.
he left the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, he quit everything. So, but what he did is unacceptable. So,
Oh
anyway.
no, Jeremy. Sorry to cut you off. Look at the YouTube chat. Ay. What is this?
Yeah.
Oli, where did you get? Where did you get into the internet? What is this, Oli? Oh my God, you gave Oli the account. What is? Oh my Lord. Well, Oli, man, what did you do while we were racing?
That's what you call spam.
Oh, that's what you call something else. Oh, Lord Almighty. Aye. Well, Van Brabant is not being able to catch up to Van der Voort. Next lap is going to be the last of the evening. Zwilling. Oh, baby. More like Schwanz. That's what that website wants. A little bit of Schwanz. Right, Jeremy? You know what Schwanz is?
No, I don't.
Oh, but thank the Lord you don't.
What is it? So now
I cannot say it on stream. That's why I say it on German. That's why I say it in German. The German people will understand. I think we don't have anybody who knows German, so we'll leave it there. Van Brabant and Van der Voort, P2 and P1 respectively now, going into the last lap of the evening. Big gaps for the rest of the drivers. Man, we had it all today.
It was a very dramatic race. Somehow too dramatic, unfortunately, with incidents in the first lap. But these two gentlemen, I would say these three gentlemen, because Tony Whitten did an amazing race today. Really, deserves that P3. Rogério Santos P4. I'm sure he's going to be thrilled with that as well. But Jeffrey and Carlo, what a battle! And they deserve that podium and the points they're getting today.
Yeah. Well, we cannot talk too loud just yet. Can someone share a replay? Don't you worry, you're gonna get it right there. Van Brabant just not being able to keep up. Van der Voort with an amazing race. We've seen it all. We saw Jonathan Wood getting as close as he could to the lead. But unfortunately, that stop and go penalty just broke it all for him.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, unfortunately, that's how things go. But now we need to look at the present, because a white flag is there. And the checker will come in just 3 more corners. Funny how the chat room was more fun than the racing. Wow, okay. Love it. Thanks, guys. Hey, we're here to entertain. You know, sometimes the races are more technical. There's not so much fighting. But hey, that's what we're here for, right, Jeremy? We're here to entertain the masses.
Absolutely. But I have to say hats off to Jeffrey, Carlo, Tony Whitten.
Yeah.
They put on a great show. They really amazing race. Amazing race from those gentlemen. Let's not take away from those who are on the track. They did a great job.
Well, there you have it, Jeremy. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jeffrey Van der Voort claims the victory here at Silverstone. Great effort from Carlo Van Brabant, who finishes off in P2. And Tony Whitten, the South African, a banger on P3. Last stop on the podium behind Rogerio Santos. We haven't talked a lot about him, but a hell of a race as well.
Yeah,
Birchbonov, who
absolutely.
had that incident on the beginning
P5.
with John Saunders into P5. Great race as well. And then we got Jeremy Peter LaFrance. Great effort
Yes,
too.
P6. Very
Novice.
nice race.
Novice as well. Derek Bird and Mr.
Yeah.
Nombo just chilling, relaxing. And now he's going to get a top 10
Very
result.
Stephen Buckley P9, Jonathan P10, Dimitri P11, Kevin Torrance P12, Gaston Gay P13, Billy Stewart 14th, and Robert 15th. Great race, guys. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here. Also, for the debut of our Twitch channel. Well done, Podium Great Racing. Well done, Stream Team. Love the Twitch. Big shout out to my best buddy, Tony Witten. Maybe a Babalas. Tomorrow, my friend, LOL, driver of the day, Tony, for sure. He did a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. Thank you very much, Jeremy, for being here with me.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you, everyone. See you next week.
You damn right. We will see you next week. So tune in for some more great racing action. See you soon, ladies and gentlemen.